Shopify themes usually come with a default contact us page, but let's be honest, these pages are often basic, bland, and honestly kind of ugly. What makes it worse is most themes barely let you customize this page. No extra fields, no maps, and no personality whatsoever. But what if I told you that you could customize this Shopify contact us page, add more custom fields to it, embed Google Maps, and do all of these things for absolutely free? Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to transform Shopify's default contact page into a modern, fully customizable, and conversion-friendly contact section. If you want to make your store more trustworthy and polished, this is a video that you should absolutely not miss. Well, before getting started though, a quick introduction. My name is Phil and I have been freelancing as a Shopify developer for the last 10 years. Over the course of these 10 years, I have helped several aspiring dropshippers to start their own successful Shopify dropshipping stores. So if you're looking for web design services, then you can refer to my Fiverr link. Link will be available in the description. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Now, start off by logging into your Shopify dashboard. You have to go into Apps, click on Apps and Sales Channel Settings, and then visit the Shopify App Store. From there, you'll search for Pagefly. Or what you can do is that you can refer to the affiliate link that I have provided in the video description. Once you're here, you're going to install and activate Pagefly. After getting to this page, you're going to enable the Pagefly theme extension by clicking on this button. Then you need to come into Pages, click on Create a Blank Page, and then click on Regular. After doing this, you will be taken into the Pagefly page editor. Now you will be able to explore the page editor in its fullest. In the top left hand side, you will be shown the page title. You can change this page title later as well. In the center, you will be able to see the option to preview your changes in different kinds of devices. You can select desktop, laptop, tablet, or mobile. You can also add a custom canvas width by selecting this option right here. On the left hand side, you will be able to see the structure of your page. Under Pagefly body, this is a section where you will be adding different kinds of elements inside the page that you are customizing. From here, you can also choose to hide your theme's header and its footer. By default, I like to keep both of these to be visible. So I suggest you do the same as well. Going down, we'll be able to see the elements option. From here, you can add different kinds of elements in order to customize your page. We are going to be looking at some of these elements in detail while building out our contact page. Further left, you will be able to see the option to add third-party elements. From here, you can select third-party apps and basically add them as elements inside of Pagefly. Pagefly seamlessly integrates with a bunch of third-party apps. You can also look at the page templates feature where you'll be able to see hundreds of page templates that you can easily import inside of your page. Okay, so now that we have a basic understanding of how Pagefly works, let's actually start creating this page from scratch. So to create this page, I have actually taken inspiration from one of the actual Pagefly templates that I have imported from Pagefly. So this is the page that I am thinking of creating for you guys today. You'll be actually able to find this template within the page template section of Pagefly. So you simply have to come back here, click on type, select contact page, and you can select this template from here. But since the goal of this tutorial is to help you guys build your very own contact page, I am going to actually help you build this page out from scratch. For this, let's actually keep this particular page opened up here on the side so that we can take inspiration from this. Let's come back to Pagefly and let's start building this page from scratch. The first thing that we need to do is to start creating this map right here. For that, let's go back and then we're going to come into Elements, select Layout, and then we're going to drag a blank section into the canvas. I'm again going to go back to Elements, search for Maps, click on Google Maps, then I'm going to drag it into the canvas as well. Now we have to select this container so as to make this map full width. For that, we're going to click on Flex Section, come into Styling. Inside of Layout, we're going to select Fill Container. Then we're going to go into Padding, click here and select 0 padding. Now we need to add the exact address of our store. You can add any address that you want, but let's say I want to add the address of New York. I will come here into General, select Map Location and just type in New York here. You can adjust the map height and map zoom according to your own volition. But inside of map type, select satellite, and inside of content loading, make sure that you've selected lazy load. Now to add this section, come back, again go to Elements, scroll up, go to Layout, and then drag another blank section into the canvas. Now once again come back to Elements, go to Layout, and drag this particular layout into your flex section. Now you have two different flex boxes. In one of these flex boxes, you can add your address and contact details, and in the other one, you can add your contact form. Once again, go back to Elements, search for heading, and drag this heading into the first flex box. For the first heading, you're going to be naming it Contact Us. Select the heading, go to general and type in contact us. Now go to styling, scroll down, click on add fonts and search for Archivo Narrow. Add this into the fonts and select it from inside the font family. Now adjust your font size to be 40. Make the text style to be bold and text alignment to be left. Now come back here, copy this text, go to elements, click on paragraph and drag the paragraph beneath the title. Then go to general and add this text here. Make the font family Archivo Narrow and adjust the font size to be 14. Then go to margin, remove the margin from here and then add a margin of 30 in the bottom. Then come here and remove the margin from here. Now to create these icon boxes, come back, go into elements and drag a content list onto your page. Now select the content list, come to general and add a fourth content list by duplicating the third content list. Now again select content list and within layout settings, select items per row to be 2. Now from layouts, select a blank block and drag it inside the content list item. And now again go into elements, search for an icon and drag the icon inside the flex box. Now you will be able to see that the icon has been added to all the other content lists as well. Now align this icon to the left. Now go to layouts and drag a blank block just beneath the icon that you have imported. Then add another heading and a paragraph inside the blank block. Now for the heading, make the font family Archivo Narrow and the font size to be 24. And then make your text bold. Add the RGB color as this format. For the paragraph section, make the font size to be 14, font family to be Archivo Narrow, and make the content color to be this RGB color. Now select the heading and go to spacing and make the margins to be 0. Do the same thing with the paragraph section and just in the top margin, add a margin of 5 px. Now copy the text from these pages and paste it onto here. Once you're done with that, now it's time to finally change these icons. For the first icon, come back here, select this icon, go to select icon and search for location. Select this icon and click on done. Now this icon will be added here. For the second icon, come back here, select the second icon and search for clock and add the icon here. For the third icon, search for phone. And for the fourth one, search for envelope. Now you will be able to notice that the blocks that we have added here are not really aligned in a flexbox format as they are aligned right here. So we need to make sure that this icon and the flexbox that we have added here are horizontally aligning with each other. For that, you have to select the content list item number 1. From here, you will go into styling and into advanced CSS code. And then you have to come here into this line, flex flow, and make this from column to row. Now you'll be able to see that the icon and this particular column right here that holds your heading and your paragraph are aligned together horizontally. Now in order to adjust their spacing so that it looks more like this, you need to come back. You'll select this column. Make sure that the padding and margin is 0. And just for the bottom margin, you're going to be adding 30 px. For the icon, again, you're going to make sure that the padding and margin is 0. And for the top margin, you're going to be adding 30 px. Now again, select this column. In the left margin, add 10 px. Maybe in the icon, make the margin from 30 to 35. Okay, now it looks somewhat similar. Now we need to make the icon size bigger. So select the icon and within icon size, make it 40 px. Then make the icon color to be this particular color right here. If you think the space between this particular column and the icon is a little bit less, then you can adjust it more. So I think I'm going to be adding a little bit more left padding. I'm going to adjust the left padding to 30. Okay, so that looks much better. Now what we have to do is that you will be able to see that there is a border here on each content list, which is actually not present in this particular section here. So we're going to come back. We're going to select the content list. We're going to come into border style and select none. Now, as you can see, the border has been removed. So we have successfully created this particular section. Now it's time for us to create the contact form. Once again, come back, select the column and change the background color to this format. Now duplicate this particular heading and drag it onto this column. type get in touch. Now we can actually start adding this beautiful contact form. Go to elements, search for form, select Shopify, and from inside of here, select on contact form and drag this form just beneath the heading that we have added. Now we need to add a field for phone number inside of our contact form. For that, come back, select the contact form, select the email field and duplicate it. Now go to general and make this to be not required. Now select the label and change label text to phone number. Then select the input box. Inside of input type, select single line text. And for the placeholder, type in, please enter your phone number. Perfect. So now we have all the fields that we require in order to recreate this page. Now we can come back, select the contact form button, go to styling, and make the background color black. Now select it again and make the font family Archivo Narrow. Now let's select the field label. Inside of text style, we're going to go to more settings and we are going to be setting the text transform to be AA, which means that we're going to be making every letter inside of it to be capital letter. Let's do the same thing for all the other field labels as well. Okay, perfect. So now we have finished creating our contact form as well. Now let's click on save, change the page title to contact, and then we'll click on the save button. Now once the page has been saved, we can take a preview of the page that we just created. Let's click on the preview button. And as you can see, the contact form looks absolutely beautiful. But you'll be able to notice that there is one difference between the template contact form and the contact form that we have created, which is that these two columns are actually overarching this map. So how can we do that inside of the design that we created? Now this is actually fairly straightforward. All that you need to do is that you need to select the section within which the contact form and contact details have been added. You have to select it. You have to come into styling, and inside of margin, you have to add a negative margin of 65px. And with that, the layout will be adjusted in order to overlay the map. Now just to add the finishing touches, select these two headings and align their text to be center. Okay, now that all this is done, just click on the save button and then click on preview changes. And now as you can see, our beautiful contact page is now ready. So that was a quick tutorial on how to create a custom contact us page inside of Shopify for free. If you found this video to be helpful, make sure that you like, subscribe and turn on your bell notifications for more Shopify tutorials like this in the future. Once again, a reminder, if you're looking for consultation services, my link for Fiverr will be available in the description, so you can go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. Have a wonderful day.